my kids know what's the strongest muscle in your body? Your brain. So if you believe it, you can do it. So ain't no I can't. There's no doubt. 1% doubt kills everything.
When Tracy launched his financial literacy class 5 years ago, it was a homecoming of sorts, with him returning as a teacher to the hallways he once walked as a student.
I've always been good with money and saving money too. But if somebody would have told me about credit and how to use OPM, other people's money, and flip it and create a business and tax write-offs, I'd have used it, and I'd have been a millionaire for sure.
Is this everything you're gonna be spending your money on?
Tracy's lessons about business and budget, hard work, and perseverance added a real-world practicality to the school's curriculum. And among his students, he found an eager and enthusiastic audience.
We get to learn about how to manage our money and how to manage our time and how to base our future off of what we're learning in the class.
Kelly Kala plans to pursue a career in the medical field.
I feel like I'm completely in control of my life now. Like, nobody can tell me what I can and can't do. Only me.
Matthew Verge plans to enlist in the Army National Guard, pursue an undergraduate degree in psychology and a master's in business. Both students say the classes already pay dividends, helping them take control of their finances and their future.
I won't rely on anybody else but myself, as a woman, and especially as a Black woman, to make sure that you're independent and that you have your stuff together, because it is hard for people out here, especially growing up in Pittsburgh.
Each afternoon after class is done, Tracy cuts hair at his very own barbershop, a journey that spans both the short drive from campus and his long road to financial independence.
If you write a to-do list down every week, you know exactly what you're attacking every week. It's not I gotta do this, I forgot to do that. No, you're gonna be able to see your to-do list. You're gonna be able to manage everything you're doing. Okay, I did this, check it off. What's next? Okay, I did this, check it off. So it's nothing but structure and order. 1 + 1 = 2. You just keep stacking it up.
For 5 years, Tracy has taught and mentored and encouraged and inspired. And the return on his investment of time and talent, he says, has been immeasurable.
It's a blessing. It makes me really happy just to see them, pour into themselves.
Shoulder to shoulder, take off your backpacks. Basketball, line up, we're about to race. Hey, we are racing for a $100 bill. The winner of this race will take this, a $100 bill. Before I say go, I'm going to make a couple statements. If those statements apply to you, I want you to take 2 steps forward. If those statements don't apply to you, I want you to stay right where you're at. Take 2 steps forward if both of your parents are still married. Take 2 steps forward if you grew up with a father figure in the home. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a private education. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a free tutor growing up. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to worry about your cell phone being shut off. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to help mom or dad with the bills. Take 2 steps forward if it wasn't because of your athletic ability, you don't have to pay for college. Take 2 steps forward if you never wondered where your next meal was going to come from. I want you guys up here in the front just to turn around and look. Every statement I've made has nothing to do with anything any of you have done. Has nothing to do with decisions you've made. Everything I have said has nothing to do with what you've done. We all know these people up here have a better opportunity to win this $100. Does that mean these people back here can't race? No. We would be foolish to not realize we've been given more opportunity. We don't want to recognize that we've been given a head start. But the reality is we have. Now, there's no excuse. They still got to run their race. You still got to run your race. But whoever wins this $100, I think it'd be extremely foolish of you not to utilize that and learn more about somebody else's story. Because the reality is, if this was a fair race and everybody was back on that line, I guarantee you some of these black dudes would smoke all of you. And it's only because you have this big of a head start that you're possibly going to win this race called life. That is a picture of life, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing you've done has put you in the lead that you're in right now. When I say go, on your mark, get set, go! If you didn't learn anything from this activity, you're a fool.
Here I was, 15 years old. I didn't even think about it. Everyone around me had brown skin in this neighborhood that I lived. At 15 years old, my mind was set on some other things. I didn't think about my color so much because everybody around me looked like me, as far as my brown skin. I was in a black neighborhood, going to a black school. Soon as I became an adult, every time I stepped out the door, I was reminded of my brown skin. Now, as an older adult, I understand that there's so many people that don't really know what they really are. I didn't know about I had white, I had Indian, and Italian. All I knew was my brown skin. Not everybody knows what they really are. You could be prejudiced against someone and you could be the same thing as them. You could be the same race, but history says it matters. Why does it matter? Why does it matter that my skin is brown? Every time I go for that walk, I can't forget that I'm a black woman